Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 4. Last episode we went through the Scree Caves and and basically cleared it out, completed a couple quests. Then we turned in a couple other quests and went back to the castle and found out that the box we had to get turned out to be a trap. And Houghton ended up killed by it. We've also found out that Rentar Irno has a fortress in the Unsettled Lands, guarded by a lot of pylons. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's go to Fort Remote, see what we can do about it. Actually, now that I think about it first, I think I'm carrying a few things I can sell. Yeah, I need to empty out. Fortunately, that's easy. No, I want to sell. There we go. Okay. Easy enough to do. I don't want to be too encumbered. That way I can carry all sorts of stuff. Alright. Now, back to Fort Remote. Okay. So, I think we can talk to the various people here. Oh! There's a young soldier of Avernum hobbling up and down the central corridor. It looks like her leg has been horribly burned. Despite the considerable pain, she is struggling to walk normally. When she sees you staring, she snaps, "What are you gawking at? Don't you think this is hard enough?" "Sorry, this is tough going. Hi, I'm Chelsea. What do you want?" "That's an awful wound." "Isn't it? We have our mighty general to thank for it, sending us right into the force of the Venati magic with no idea what was going to happen to us." "You were part of an attack?" "That's right. 1,000 of us marched out into that tangle to the west, going to take the Venati fort. The general sends us out there. Great plan." "What wounded you?" "The pylons. Big spires of crystal. They glow, then they pulse, then everyone nearby is burned to a crisp, or shocked, or sprayed with acid like I was. A priest was able to cure me, that's why I'm just crippled as opposed to being a puddle out there somewhere." "Do you know a way to get past the pylons?" "No, I don't remember anything about the attack, just pain. That's all I remember. All I can say is don't do what we did. Don't run straight at the fort. That's what they're ready for." "All right, then." Private Chelsea continues her slow, painful march up and down the corridor. Avernites are a determined people. "How is your recovery going?" "It's slow, but the priest is helping. They think I might get most of my strength back. I think that someday I might be able to pilot a boat again." "You know, it's never too soon to begin work. For after I recover, I mean, if I had help." "You were a sailor?" "That's right. I only enlisted because the boats couldn't sail anymore. When the seas are safe again and my leg is better, you'll see me on a flatboat again, piloting through the rivers of the underworld." "Begin work if you have help. What do you mean?" "You know, I have something that might help you. When you go west, I mean, but you'd have to get something for me. You know the city Silvar? There's a boat works there. They make really good boats, and I'd like a copy of their plans." "Well, not all the plans, just the rudder. They make a great rudder. If I had that, there's something I could give you." "What can you give me?" "You'll see. It's a surprise." "Shouldn't you just give it to me? I am fighting for Avernum after all." "Friend, I just gave my leg to Avernum. I'm done with giving for a little while. Your turn." "Where are the plans?" "Probably in Ruth's office. She's a shipwright. I'll be honest with you, you'll have to steal them. And it'll serve her right. If she'd shared the plans the way she'd promised when I was an apprentice, all of this wouldn't be necessary." "Huh. What has been happening at the fort, Father Diosen?" "An attack on the Venati forces. A catastrophic one, I am afraid. One that has provided me with a disturbing array of wounds to contend with." "The attack was foolish." "It is very much not my job to say. You should speak with our general and make your own conclusions. I am only here to aid the afflicted." "What sort of wounds?" "Fire, ice, poison and acid, and afflictions of the spirit. Terror, malaise. The magic of the Venati can do wicked, wicked things when turned to foul ends." "I see. Although that's still empty. Can't go in there." As you get the chance to look around the fort a bit more, you realize that something has happened recently. There has been a battle. The armor of the soldiers shows signs of recent scratches and burns. You can smell blood and sulfur in the air. The moans of the wounded echo from the barracks. See if there's anything on here. A group of raiders recently left Fort Remote to find a safe route into the keep. They have not been seen since. General Howe will pay a bounty in return for solid knowledge of their fate. Corpse recovery not necessary. Celissa is short of the ingredients she needs to make potions to fill Fort Remote's need. She will pay for 2 bags of grey mold with quality potions. Well, that's easy to do. Don't need to do anything with you. Alright. This soldier is heavily wounded. Something gave her a horrible frostbite. With the priest's help, she'll survive, but it will be a painful process. Alright. General Howe, can you tell me what has been happening here recently? Gladly. I am sure the castle has filled you in on the most important detail. We have discovered an enemy keep to the west of here, deep in the tunnels. We decided to deal with the keep in the standard way, a fast, powerful military assault. This was a painful, costly failure. We have tried sending a small group of skilled agents in to penetrate the fort. This has also failed. This is why you have been sent to us. Tell me more about the tunnels. They are barren, rocky, and twisted, as bad as the honeycomb. They have long been a thorn in Avernum's side. The sole purpose of this fort is to keep the area bottled in so that the threats cannot put the great cave in peril. Those tunnels have a long, bloody, and interesting history. Some think that there is even a route to the surface out there. Is there a route to the surface? Maybe. The tunnels do slope sharply up to the north. However, if there was ever an escape route from Avernum, it is likely long gone. In addition to all the other unpleasant qualities of those tunnels, they are very prone to cave quakes. Tunnels open and close with painful regularity. Great. How did you discover the enemy fort? You know, adventurers are not the only people who serve Avernum. The army is responsible for the discovery. It is likely to be a decisively unlucky blow against our enemy. How is the enemy discovered? Since the problems began, the army has been sending scouting parties to every corner of Avernum looking for clues to the source of the problem. Most of the scouts found nothing. Scouts who went west, however, got lucky. Why is it such a decisive blow? Because we know how Rentar Irno works. We saw it in the war on the surface. She counts on secrecy while she enacts her plots. She did not want to be discovered this quickly. Doubtless she planned to control Avernum and then launch a new war against the surface. Now we can disrupt her before her creations reach full strength. Good. What happened to the assault against her fort? I sent over 1,000 soldiers, pikemen, swordsmen, archers, mages with healing support against her fort. The attack was a bloody failure. We lost half of our people, some wounded but most dead. Rentar Irno does not have many troops, but she has considerable magical ability, enough to make you think the Anama have a point. Her defenses are that powerful. The general tries to keep his emotions under control while he tells the story, but he is clearly upset by his failures in judgment. Where are the surviving troops? Many of the ones who aren't recovering from wounds are dispersed to other forts to help keep the tunnels under control. We aren't worried about Rentar Irno attacking us here. She doesn't have the forces. We are in a stalemate, which is exactly how she wants it. What are her defenses exactly? Venati crystal magic. Crystal pylons that are shielded against magic and project fire and death all around them. They are arranged in lines that enable them to support each other. With a larger force, with siege machinery, they would not be a problem. And we are working on it, but assembling that is a time-consuming operation, not helped by the difficulty of transporting people and supplies. That is why we are sending agents like you. Hopefully you will solve the problem before we can. How might I pass her defenses? We think a small group might find a path to win through the pylons. Perhaps their coverage is not total. You should speak with my soldiers. Perhaps they can help you with advice. You sent agents to the fort? You're not the first adventurer to be sent here. Another group went west a few days ago. I've heard nothing from them since. I fear the worst. I have been sent by the castle to infiltrate Rentar Irno's fortress. Yes, the crown notified me already. I am quite pleased to have you here. If you can infiltrate the enemy fort and destroy Rentar Irno, it will save a lot of trouble and lives. Before you go, however, I have something I think you will find a treat. We have captured a Venati prisoner. We have him in the cells. We haven't been able to get a word out of him. However, you, with your seeming connection to the Venati, might have more luck. I will have the way to his cell open to you. Where is his cell? It's through a secret passage from the guest chambers in the southeast corner of the fort. Very handy passage. Dates from the early days of the fort. What should I ask the Venati about? Anything you can. Any information is better than what we have. How did you capture him? Rentar Irno constantly sends scouts out through the tunnels, both her creatures and her loyal Venati. This one happened to get careless. A lucky thing, too. Can't I just leave for my mission? The general looks irritated. No, of course not. I want the creature questioned. I think you can do it. Once you're done, then you can go do your adventurer thing. Very well, then. We'll do just that. More wounded soldiers. We do have to speak down here a bit, though. Didn't mean to do that, but... Celissa takes the ingredients and inspects them. Yes, this will do. In return, you are given a pair of potions. They are in glass vials in a nice leather carrying case. Is there anything I can do to help Okay, again. How are things going? Badly. I can't make near enough potions to help all the wounded people here. You better not get wounded if you know it's good for you. Okay. What about the mage located in here? Thompson. What are you studying? Doing? Studying crystals. The Venati magic, you know. Trying to find a way past the pylons. Tell me about the pylons. There are a lot of them. Venati magic, full of energy, deadly. In the corridors west of us, between here and their fort. Cut our troops to pieces a bit, they did. So the general has me working on the problem. Do you know how the pylons might be destroyed? Well, a direct hit from a catapult might do it if you could get catapults down there. Beyond that, well, it's a tough job. No luck yet. I'm sorry. How might I get past the pylons? Oh, I would avoid them. See if there was a way past that didn't mean getting close to them. Because if you got close, you'd have a real problem. Alright then. Alright, let's head to this secret passage. Well, secret passage is blatantly open. Interesting. There is a large secret tunnel coming off the south end of Fort Remote. Looks like it was built a long time ago. A lot of work went into it once. The passage slopes up to the north very sharply, lifting you into the stone ceiling above Fort Remote. These days, it looks like it's being used as a jail and storeroom. Once, something very interesting must have been hidden back here. Which is not to say there's nothing interesting here now. In the darkness, you hear snarling and smell the rank sweat of imprisoned creatures. They must be the creations or pets of the Venati, captured for future analysis. Alright, let's see what we can find around here. There's some more herbs. I wonder if we have another quest over there. You know what, I'm going to quickly take a peek down there. See if she left any other notes here. Oh, Celissa needs mandrake root. Alright, let's quickly do that. Celissa takes the ingredients and inspects them. And same basic thing. Okay, does Celissa need anything else? Fresh eye beast stock. Well now. I'm pretty sure we don't have that on us. We may have some I don't think we have any in storage either, so I'll just keep my eyes open. A few extremely nervous guards have been placed up here to watch the prisoners. They tell you that horrible monstrosities are beyond the bars and that you shouldn't get too close. Yes, I bet. There's a Venati. I want to deal with the creatures first, because you never know. There could be a surprise, so... Can't turn the wheel, you aren't strong enough. I'm going to guess that the Venati is going to cause them to come out. There is only one prisoner in this room, a Venati, and he is in a pitiful state. He is held to the pillar by long loops of heavy shackles. He has had little food or water and repeated beatings. He is still conscious, though, and alert enough to look at you with loathing. He looks you in the eye, and then he looks down at your hand. The mark. You are marked. I will speak with you for a short time, before the end. I am Vorta. Before the end? You will see. It is the end. His chest heaves. He makes a strange raspy noise, not unlike laughing. What is this mark? A simple thing. It marks you as a friend to the foolish Vanate, not the mighty ones who fight for honor. Us. It gives you no powers, if that is what you wonder. What do you have to say to me? Vortha has a vicious coughing fit and slumps against the chains. His mouth is flecked with green liquid. I am Vortha. I am a shaper of the Venate, a keeper of our magic, of our power. I am proud. Know before you die that you... you did not beat me. You have had luck, but it will not be enough. You are dying. Perhaps I can do something. You will not. I will be dead very soon. I will make sure of it. We are lucky. How? You found us too soon, but we will stop you. You will not be fast enough. Fast enough. Fast enough for what? Vortha doesn't respond. He makes a strange, tuneless humming noise. You try to get him to speak, but he won't. Odd. Suddenly the Venati stands up straight. He seems to tap some reserve of power, the last energy left in him. He starts to chant a spell. The room begins to grow hot. You jump forward, trying to cover his mouth or do something to disrupt the spell, but it is too late. With the last few screamed words, Vortha slumps against the chains. He is dead. But then you hear other sounds coming from the corridor behind you. Sounds of battle and screaming. As I expected. The creatures are free. Oh look! Came around to see us. Oh, hello. Alright, let's charge in and deal with these. Although there's plenty of these wormkin around here. They've been set free. Ow. Actually, no. Can you get it with one of these? You can. Okay, at least we're doing quite a bit of damage to these. There's a lot of them coming in. This may not be good. Resisted the charm spell. Fantastic. Okay, that one's dead at least. That one's dead. That one's dead. There must be more in here. Probably in here. Nope. Couple things to sell. So those are the ones that were in there, but there's got to be more. Girdle of Avoidance. That I can sell, I think. Yeah. I knew there was going to be more. Alright, give more hastes. Okay, and shielding. Alright, healing. Now haste yourself. Alright, at least we're getting out of here. Drake Corbassa. This is bad. Okay, that's dead. Inferno Wormkin, that looks pretty bad. We kill it though, we'll be able to get out of here. There we go. Okay. Bit of a fight, but we got out of here. Alright. Well, this is something he's going to want to know all about. Well, I managed to survive questioning your Venati. The general sighs. Oh, well, that was unexpected. Those Venati are wily creatures. No apology seems to be forthcoming. I see no reason to keep you here further, then. I will have the barriers at the west end of the fort lowered. I wish you luck against our common foe. Thank you. Thank you for what assistance you could give. Well, out to the west. I feel like going out, though, maybe a bit too soon. Kinda want to explore to the north a bit before we go out here, because this feels very endgamey. And yet, we're told to go out here, even before going through the Abyss, Fort Saffron, Spire Fortress, the Northwestern Tunnels here, even before we go through all this. Perhaps the Northwestern Tunnels are where the endgame is. So, yeah, we'll go through the Unsettled Lands. Try to find what we can and do what we can. Before we do, though, I just want to check, see if we actually have any spare eye stocks, and Abbot Erlanger in Almaria. I'll take a look. I'm unsure. Let's see. No, we don't have any eye stocks here. Alright, let's see this Abbot Erlanger. I'm not going to give him the sword. Oh crap, I forgot! I forgot the shade was right there. Actually, yeah. I am an idiot. Okay. That'll reset the shade. That was stupid of me. Very, very stupid of me. So, let me go over to him without triggering the shade this time. I'm not going... I'm going to save first. Okay, let's see what happens here. I have recovered Demon Slayer. The abbot reverently reaches out and takes the blade. He swings it a few times, testing the balance. He clearly approves. Then he shakes his head and sadly returns it to you. No, my duty is here, helping the city, not riding off on some crusade. You must be the warrior that wields this mighty blade. But I will be true to my word. You brought the blade to me, my blessing is yours. He places his hand on your head and begins to chant. It is a long, powerful spell, and it clearly drains him. When it is done, you feel that he has transferred some of his power to you. Now go. Go and find a way to rid us of those who afflict us. Endurance increased by 1! Okay! That was definitely worth it. Okay, and peek over at Sylvar. Just to get that item that we were suggested. If it'll help us at all. Let's see. Ruth, do you have any boat plans I could look at? Ruth suddenly looks very suspicious. Why do you ask? You know that no sane boat ride would share... sorry, there's something I have to see to. Good day. She walks away quickly. The box contains charts and schematics, all things that would be useful for sailors on the dark waters of Avernum. None of it seems valuable to you. You do, however, find the rudder schematic that you were asked to find. You grab a pen and paper and make a quick copy of it. Alright, and now we turn this in. Back to Fort Remote. I have found the plans for you. She looks at the paper. Ah, yes, what a rudder. This will be a real help getting back on my feet, so to speak. And true to my word, here's something for you. She hands you a long key. It's carved from a single piece of crystal. Most of what we fought were the pylons, but that's not true. Some Venati came out to attack us. We killed only one of them. It had that key on it. Might be useful to you. Thank you. This probably will be useful. Alright then. Next episode, we'll head out to the west. See if we can get past these crystal pylons. Oh, this is going to be fun. Nice old stealth mission, because pylons take forever to kill. We're not going to be destroying all those. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44. That is Nova, Liren, John, and Pyrrha. This has been an Avernum 4 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.